He's most commonly known as Stan the Annuity Man. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Stan Haithcock.
All right, let's see. I'd like to thank Malcolm Gladwell for, that wasn't Malcolm Gladwell? That was great. And I want to thank him too because he opened the door for me to use the F word all presentation. And I'm dropping it just like I drop it at home. So I want to, James, that's fantastic. I hate you for your hair. I mean, seriously, is that cool? I mean, that's great hair. I'm so OCD, I have to like shave my head militant just to feel good. Stan the Annuity Man. I know they sent me the schedule, okay? I get the schedule, and the one thing I hate in the world is bad chicken dinner seminars. The annuity seminars, I hate them. Because my mom would show up. If I held them, my mom would be there, because she goes to like 5 a week in St. Augustine. And she'll call them and say, what are you having for dessert? I'll never do one. But I saw the schedule, I'm like, okay, I'm right before lunch. How ironic is that? But, and I turned on the TV last night. Cable's really good here, by the way. It's like every other second you get a word. Did you guys get that? I thought it was like God telling me, turn it off. Don't watch it anymore. You know, so, but it drove me crazy. But I'm watching it, political pundits who have been right on the money the whole time. And I'm watching them. It's great. I mean, they have been nailing it. And I see this ad, crash-proof retirement, free dinner at Ruth Chris, locally. Crash-proof? You know what that is? Indexed annuity. Anytime you see an ad on TV and they don't mention the word and it sounds really good, it's indexed annuities, period. That doesn't mean it's good. I am going to talk about that today, but Stan the Annuity Man, that's what I do. No one plans to be Stan the Annuity Man. No one wakes up in the morning and says, you know what? I'm going to start a business. No last name, in the most hated annuity financial industry in the world. If you go to my website, I actually sell a barf bag with my logo on it. Pull it up. I swear it's on there. I typically hand it out, but I didn't want to scare you. But annuities are misunderstood. So you got guys like out there going, I hate all annuities. I'm Ken Fisher. I manage your money. That's just idiotic. Saying that's like saying, I hate all restaurants. I hate every restaurant on the planet. There's 10 types of annuities. How can you hate all annuities? You can't hate your pension. You can't hate Social Security. But a lot of them are crap. I'm the first one to tell you that. So I love annuity haters. I love you guys. I hate annuities. You give the money to an annuity company, and then you die and they keep it. Good job, Charlie. You just described one annuity that can be structured 1 out of 15 ways. Okay? That's a life-only annuity. So, I am the walking middle finger of annuity truth. Just look at the second bullet point. Yes, I do have a t-shirt for that. I'm going through a huge midlife crisis that does not involve drugs or alcohol. And if you don't believe me, look at my shoes. They're solid gold. I mean, they're not solid gold, but they're gold. And I got these way before Trump won, so he's going to be envious. So if he has gold shoes, I'm the first one you saw. It's got my name on them, too, as well. Licensed in all 50 states. I really don't like any people. I like all of you, though. I hate most people. I've structured my business so that you can make a decision on your own. If you want to deal with me, fine. You don't have to. I only look at contractual guarantees. My saying is you own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. Not the hypothetical, theoretical, back-tested nonsense. Not pie in the sky. I'm the antithesis of the guy that was up here, and I'm writing down the stocks too with you, the pharmaceutical guy. Holy crap, that's home run. I'm not a home run. I'm a bunt single. That's what I am. I'm a bunt single, but you're going to get on base every time. Why? It's a contractual guarantee. You own it for what it will do, not what it might do. The other t-shirts on my site, and at this point I've designed 21 different ones, all for sale. They'll have it on the back of that. So I've written a bunch of books. I'm a recluse. I write for Market Watch every week. I write for The Street. Yeah, The Street let me in there. Can you believe that? I write for them every week, written over 400 articles that's been published. That doesn't mean I'm a good writer. That just means they let me write, okay? But I've written the Annuity Stanifesto. We actually did the research. That's the Unabomber font. Like when he blew people up, that's the font he used. I'm being serious. So I've written that. And I've written a series of owner's manuals on annuity types, right? Qualified longevity annuity contract, SPIA, single premium immediate annuity, MIGA, fixed rate annuities, income riders, which is our newest, the newest website I've just come out with. We'll talk about that. And then deferred income annuities. Everybody in the room, you're going to get a copy of each because I love people. Not. It'll come in this, and I won't call you. Okay? I think the people here last year got them, okay? And did I call you? No, I didn't. Some people call me, that's cool. If you want to talk about it, I'll give you the brutal truth. And then my last one is going to be indexed annuities. This is coming out probably January. It's been 90% finished for 12 months. I literally am in a huge midlife crisis writing block for this one. Plus, I truly hate all indexed annuities. I'm going to show you one that I can literally recommend to you. It just came out, but I hate most of them. And I use them only as delivery systems for income riders, which are contractual guaranteed income guarantees for the future. But that only represents about 17% of my business. So, with that being said, I encourage you to go to my site. You can get free quotes there. That's my current headshot. We did a bunch of headshots. That's the best one we could find. I thought it turned out really well. My wife goes, if you really look close, you're like getting horns on the side of your head. And by the way, one daughter's a sophomore at Stanford University in Birmingham, Alabama. The other one's getting ready to go to NYU. Let me translate that for you. Out of state, private schools. And they're dancers, which means they'll never make a penny. So that's the reason I look so angry. So why me? So when I first got in the business, this is what I looked like, right? I was happy. Man, I was happy. We're going to go sell news. We're going to do the best for all people. We're going to hug them. I'm going to learn about their kids. And I'm going to love them. And the industry is going to support me. And they're going to not allow any bad messaging out there or any misleading ads or any bad chicken dinner seminars. And they're not going to mislead the public. 9 years later, this is what you get. This is what you get. That's me. Okay? That's the headshot that my PR firm goes, we just can't use that one, Stan. Stan, we just can't use it. So this will be on the next book, I hope. But that's me. I wake up every morning in an industry that has earned its bad reputation. And I don't understand that because annuities have a value proposition that no other product has. And that is lifetime income stream. There's not a product on the planet that can guarantee you a lifetime income stream regardless of how long you live. So being good Palm Beach letter readers, you got to go, well, Stan, what's the ROI on annuities? I don't know that till you die. And fortunately, that rhymes. There's no ROI till you die. It's a transfer of risk. You're transferring the risk to the insurance company to pay you and Martha for the rest of your life. And trust me, Martha wants that. She could give a crap about alpha. She wants to go see the grandkids. She wants to make sure that income floor is in place. So people say, Stan, interest rates are low. I'll never buy one. Compared to what? Compared to the 10-year Treasury note across the world? Spain, Great Britain, Japan, Germany. We're still the highest, right? Could it go lower? You damn right it could. See, I used damn. I didn't use the F word. Okay, never mind. Okay. So let's get to it. By the way, how cool was that? I mean, seriously, look at that. Bam. Bam. My PR firm showed me that. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'd like to see. So let's talk about annuities. The brutal truth about annuities. What are annuities? There's many types of annuities. I'm not going to go through them all. I'm going to go through the ones that you probably need to know about. Single premium immediate annuities. Roman times is when this started. These are pensions. These were the only types sold in this country until 1952. After that, it all went to crap. These are the ones everyone here is familiar with. You give the insurance company money, the income starts between 30 days or 13 months. Immediate income, no fees, based on your life expectancy, okay? Deferred income annuity. People that write in the financial world call them longevity annuities because they're like political pundits. They don't know what they're talking about either. But deferred income annuity is nothing more than a single premium immediate annuity that you can defer up to 45 years. This is what my two dancer daughters own. They're not going to make a dime, so I buy them deferred income annuities and have the income turning on at 50, 55, 60, because they'll never make any money. But they're going to have a pension. No fees, very efficient. Multi-year guarantee annuity, it's a CD. It's a fixed rate. You can buy them as short as 3 years. What we're doing right now is just because the yield curve tells us 5 years is kind of the max, we're doing 3, 4, and 5 year paper. No fees, 3-year fixed rate annuity 2%, 4-year 2.4, 5 3.25. You don't have to annuitize it, you get all your money back. The difference between this and the CD is you don't pay taxes annually on the interest, it just compounds. All right? And on my site, I have a live feed of the best ones in the country for your state. Variable annuity, if you want to go buy mutual funds, just go buy a mutual fund. You don't need a variable annuity. The pitch is you get all this upside, and then you can attach a rider, and those are the guarantees. Insurance companies have the big buildings for a reason. They don't give anything away. Okay? The average annual fee on a variable annuity right now is 3% annually for the life of the policy. You don't need it. And people say, well, Stan, I bought a Vanguard no load. Buying annuities from Fidelity and Vanguard is like going to Publix and shopping in the ethnic food section. And that's all you're at. Why? Vanguard offers 7 carriers. Fidelity offers 5. Of the 5 Fidelity offers, those are also offered by Vanguard. So between the two, there's 7. 7 whole carriers. I represent 100. Annuities are commodities. You shop them for the highest guarantee, okay? And I'm not putting them down. They're behemoths. The reason they're not in the annuity game is they can't charge an annual fee on it, right? I don't blame them. Qualified longevity annuity contract is a deferred income annuity you can use in your IRA. You've probably heard about it. If you have an IRA and you hate RMDs, you probably need to look at it because you can add your spouse for lifetime income. Indexed annuity, the most overhyped, oversold, overpromised, high commission, nonsense crap on the planet. And it's the hottest selling thing out there. Why? Because guys make 7 to 10% selling it, commission. And by the way, all commissions on annuities are built in. You never see it. Do I like that? No. Is that the rules? Yeah. So if you're looking at just commissions, immediate annuities 1%, deferred income annuities 1 to 2%, multi-year guarantees 50 basis points to maybe 2%, variable annuity 7%, qualified longevity annuity 1 to 2%, index annuity 7 to 10%. What constitutes 75% of all annuity sales every year? Variable and index annuities. I always tell people, if you want to go buy your agent a car, go buy him a car. You'll be better off. So that's what it is. What annuities are. They're commodities. They're commodities. That's the reason I represent every carrier that says, Stan, what's your favorite annuity right now? I don't know. I'm going to shop them all based on your specific situation. I'm going to tell you who finishes 1 through 10. Fall in love with the number, not the company name. And it changes. They're commodities because 1 month New York Life might want a 71-year-old SPIA owner. But next month, they might not want that because that tranche is filled up. That's the reason you got to shop them all, okay? They're transfer risk strategies. You transfer the risk to the insurance company to pay you for the rest of your life, which lends you to, okay, they better be able to pay, right? So there's 4 rating services that rate annuities, AM Best, Moody's, Standard & Poor's, Fitch. And on my site, I give away a list of those that's updated every month. called the Comdex scores. It shows every carrier on the planet, all 4 rating services. They're contracts, not investments. If you come to me, and I hear my indexed annuity people out there, I call them gunslingers. Those gunslingers that say, well, indexed annuities are kind of like a bond alternative. No, they're not. They're not even close to being a bond. Okay, bonds give a guaranteed coupon. Indexed annuities don't guarantee anything, but you're not going to lose your money. That's all that happens, okay? So they're contracts, not investments. They solve for 4 things. Easy to remember acronym PIL: principal protection, income for life, legacy, long-term care. If you don't need to solve for any of those things, don't buy an annuity. It's just that simple. Here's what they're not. They're not growth products. Even though we're going to talk about indexed annuities today, we're going to talk about the upside that it could provide. They're not growth products. If you want real growth products, buy the pharmaceutical stuff that guy had up here. That's growth, baby. These aren't growth products. They're not too good to be true. If you leave a presentation, you go, you know what, Martha, that sounded great. Don't buy it. Because it'll never do that. And in fact, I tell people all the time, if you really hear a good pitch, write down exactly what that agent said, the way you heard it, sign and date it, flip the page around. Have them sign and date it. Boy, that pen weighs a ton. That's the only protection you have out there. One size does not fit all. So if the guy says, you know what, I found the best one for you, I've got the best one. No, he's got the best one for him. He's got the best one if he sells enough, he goes on a trip to Bora Bora and takes his girlfriend, not his wife, to drink for free. Okay? So there's a lot of incentives in the annuity industry that got wiped out in the securities industry. Because, by the way, indexed annuities are not securities, they're life insurance products. And in the state of Florida, to sell them, you can take 1 week out of your life, get your license, and sell it. So I always tell people, you could start Monday on a crash course, pass the test on Friday, give the Bad Chicken Dinner seminar on Saturday, and sell the indexed annuity to a person that worked their whole life saving their money on Monday. Hopefully with the new Department of Labor ruling on the fiduciary standard, that's going to change. I don't know now. We'll see. And they aren't hybrids. If an agent comes to you and says, this annuity is a hybrid, if he's not driving a Toyota Prius, he doesn't have a hybrid. There's no such thing as a hybrid annuity. It's a made-up word out of midair. It's a hybrid. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. My comment was, let's call them unicorns. I'd rather them be called unicorns, because then the unicorns could chase the butterflies, and it'd be all nice. There's no hybrid annuity. Okay, it's a made-up word from some jackwagon on TV that didn't want to say annuity. He wanted to say hybrid. And again, that's what's wrong with the annuity industry, in my opinion. Again, you own for what they will do, what they will do, not what they might do. So let's talk. I mean, this is hard for me. I've gone 9 years vomiting on indexed annuities. Vomiting. That's the reason I have the vomit bag. And the highest part, like I got levels. The first level is chicken dinner, then it's variable, and then the top level, like if you fill it full of vomit, it says hybrid. But when the Department of Labor ruling came through, and if you're not familiar with it, what they said, this makes common sense. When you're in the annuity business and financial service businesses, you need to put the customer's interest ahead of yours, be a fiduciary. And you're thinking to yourself, isn't that like a given? No, it's not. So what's happened is, up until the election, and who knows what's going to happen now, but the Department of Labor said, this Wild Wild West stuff for the annuities is over. And you guys are going to have to be fiduciaries, and you guys are going to have to get better licensure and better education. You're going to have to sign some things that hold you liable. So the industry overreacted. And the one carrier came out with what they called a no-load indexed annuity, and they called me. They said, Stan, we know you hate them, but just look at it. I said, okay, I'll look at it. And that's the reason we're standing here. I want to show it to you. Is it perfect? No. There's no perfect annuity. Does it have flaws? Yes. But it's not bad. And it's something you might want to consider. So what is an index annuity? In 1995, they were designed to compete with CD returns. That's exactly what they do. Beacon Research has looked at them all since 1995. Average return of an indexed annuity, not the rider side, the indexed annuity side, the accumulation value side is less than 4%. So any jackwagon up there going, I can get you up market upside with no downside, he's lying. You can't, it doesn't happen that way. If it did, then we'd all get in the car, we'd go see Janet Yellen, and we'd have it solved, right? I mean, if there was such a product like that, we'd all own it. They were designed for CD returns. Bonuses and riders, let me just get something straight. There's no philanthropist at an annuity company. There's not a CEO at American or whatever you want to call them, Western, Southern, Eastern, Northern insurance company that goes, you know what? I'm going to give some money away today. I'm going to give some money away in the form of an upfront bonus, and I'm going to, I know the 10-year Treasury is at 1.6, but let's go ahead and just guarantee 7. So I'm going to give an upfront bonus, and I'm going to guarantee 7. Now, you think, well, Stan, wait, there's no upfront bonus. You know how many people buy it? How many people call me and say, Stan, I got an upfront bonus, and I got a 7% yield? No. Upfront bonuses are priced in. You pay for it. Okay? They have the big buildings for a reason. And income riders, that's monopoly money that can only be used to calculate the first payment of your income stream when you turn it on. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it does mean it's not 7% yield. And the Wild Wild West sales message is just unbelievable. So let's look at this new indexed annuity. It's an A-rated carrier. They're going to hate me, but I'm going to put their name up there. It's Great American. They're out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Stodgy, old, boring company, 100-plus-year-old company. It's no load. In their world, that means they're not paying the agent a commission. Now, you got to be telling yourself, Stan, you're not a philanthropist either. No, I'm not. I wear gold shoes. You're right. But this was designed for those fee-based planners to charge you a fee annually on an indexed annuity, which should just make us all pause here and go, what? I don't agree with charging a fee on an indexed annuity because you only make that choice one time per year. What are you charging the fee for, right? But this is what they designed it for. I said, I'm not going to charge a fee, but give me 25 basis points and I'll sell it. So we got an under-the-table deal between me and Great American to get 25 basis points to sell it. Don't feel sorry for me. I wear gold shoes. And I do sell a few annuities on the side with the other types, right? But I like this product. I think it's good. The only reason I really am standing up here is it's got a 3-year get-out clause. It's a 7-year product. In other words, it's got a 7-year surrender charge. But at year 3, you could say, Stan, I hate you. I hate your gold shoes. I hate everything about you. Send me my money. And I can. That's pretty cool. That's never happened in our industry. So 3-year get-out clause. Send me my money, Stan. I found something else. I'm buying pharmaceutical stocks. Okay. So it's got the declining surrender charge, et cetera, no annual fees. And you guys say, well, Stan, how no annual fees, how they make their money? Don't feel sorry for insurance companies. You're giving them their money. They're making a little bit of money off that. They're buying institutional paper. They're not starving. They figured it out. And no commission. Like I said, 25 basis points. So, with that being said, let's go through it. There's 3 allocation choices, too. It's very simple. Let's go through those allocation choices. The first thing they say, okay, if you don't want to do any of the index stuff, you can just do a fixed rate. And $100,000 minimum is on this product. They'll guarantee 2.4. And this will change annually. But for right now, that's what they're, for this year, they'll give you 2.4%, no annual fees. Over 250 is 2.5. What's a 1-year CD? I don't know if it's 1, but that's not a bad deal if you say, Stan, I don't want all the nonsense, just give me that. If rates go up, it'll go higher. If rates go lower, it'll go lower. But that's it. Here's the index call options. Let's stop here for a second. I'm going to make this as simple as possible. With an index annuity, when you buy the annuity on the contract issue date, from that date to the next year contract anniversary date, they'll take a snapshot of the S&P 500, where you bought it and in the next year, okay? Now, they're no dividends, just the growth. So what they'll do is they'll give you a limited upside on that. For 100,000, it's 6.1. For 250 and up, it's 6.25. So what does that mean? S&P goes up 12%, you get what? 6.1. It goes to 8, you get 6.1. It goes to 20, you get 6.1. It goes to minus 20, you get 0. You don't go down. That's good, but you are limited on the upside. The other is that's locked in permanently. So every year, that's locked in. So let's just say it went up 10 and you got the 6.1, and the next year it went down. You're not going to go down. You're still at 6.1. So it's just going to ratchet up, hopefully, or just ratchet flat. The third choice you have is a risk-controlled S&P 500. What that means is it's a combination of S&P call option and cash. What they try to do is not let it go over 10%. That's their goal. But for that, you can get 70 or 75%. So if it goes to 10, you get 7% or 7.5%. Will it happen every year? No. But that's your max upside. That locks in permanently every year. You can combine them. You could do 50% in the declared rate, 50% or 25 and 25. You get to change it every year. We'll try to help you, but it's a dart throw. But you get to change it every year, the allocation. If you think the market's going to go in the toilet the next year, just do the declared rate. Get paid that. So that's, and by the way, I'd say 80% of the states are exactly like that. There are a couple outliers on the West Coast that have a little bit different rate plays, and if, just email me, I'll shoot it to you. So lock in your gains annually. You can choose one, or you can combine two, or you can combine them all. And in essence, I just told you how every index annuity worked on the planet. That doesn't mean they're perfect. But on a lot of the annuities out there, because there's so much commission built in, on a typical indexed annuity that's sold through the typical distribution channels, that's sold through the agent, that's pushing it with bonuses and riders, has a hidden load of 7 to 12%. Hidden. They just stripped all that out. That's the reason the caps are higher and the participation's higher, okay? Now, the one thing you do have to know is the 3-year get-out clause. That's not with growth. You can't go 3 years at 2.5% and then I send you the 100,000 with 2.5%. I'm just going to send you your initial payment. You can get your money back, initial payment, get out after 3 years. You can change annual allocation choices annually. It's principal protected, 100,000 minimum. You're going to see more and more of these products start coming to the market that are easy to understand, that have fewer moving parts, because the Department of Labor rule is going to force the industry that way, thank goodness. Because I've always said will do, not might do. What's the will do of this? The will do is you're not going to lose a penny. It's principal. It's a fixed annuity with a call option. That's all it is. That's the will do. What's the will do on this? It will lock in annually, whatever the gains are. What's the will do on this? You can get your money back after 3 years. That's the will do. The might do, which I wouldn't put a lot of faith in, is just what the return will be, what those caps and participation rates will be. And those are caps and participation rates with the 10-year Treasury at 1.7. So if the 10-year Treasury, which is the bogey for all annuity pricing on these type of products, if it goes up, those caps and spreads will go up. Okay? This can be annuitized. You can turn it into a lifetime income stream if you wanted to, but if you called me with that, I'd say, hold on, Sparky, let's go shop everybody. We'd shop them and we shop everybody, and if we could just transfer it to a higher contractual guarantee, we could. Okay? After the 7 years, Stan, send me all of my money with gains, and don't ever call me again. Okay. Okay. So what's the downside? Opportunity. What's the downside? Home run. It's not going to be a home run. It's going to be a bunt single. Upside, you're going to get a little bit better than the CD rates, and you're going to protect your principal. And it's deferred. Taxes are deferred on it. Not perfect, but not bad. So why this one? Why this one, Stan? Why'd you jump off the boat for this one? Haven't really jumped off the boat, but I am showing it to my clients. No riders are needed. Income riders, again, are those attached benefits to a policy that can be used for future income, and it's candy for the stupid, is what I call it. Candy for the stupid means they think they're getting 7%. If you draw a line down the middle of a blank sheet of paper, this side being that index side we just talked about, and this side being the rider side, two separate calculations, and the rider side's monopoly money. You can't get to it, you can't transfer it, you can't cash it in, you can't peel off that 7% interest or 8% interest, but you can use it to calculate income. And why do insurance companies offer it? Because that right-hand side's always going to be higher, repeat always, which means they get to keep the money. And again, riders are commodities. To go back to that, I'm going to show you a site that we just came up with called incomeriders.direct. If you want a rider, then let's go shop them. There's 75 of them. We list them all. You put in your date of birth, we'll list them all. Okay, they're commodities. No bonus nonsense. We talked about bonuses. This doesn't have a bonus. Bonuses are another candy for the stupid, shiny things. You know, it's bad chicken dinner seminar stuff. There's no free money. And what we find, because we only look at contractual guarantees, is the products with the bonuses have less contractual guarantees. Why? Because they got to pay for it, right? 3-year out clause is the reason I'm telling you about it, because I think that's cool. That's why I bought it. Heck, in 3 years, if I don't like it, I'll just get out. But the cool part about that is they're going to try like heck to make those returns good and make those declared rates high to keep you there. And I think there's pro-customer choices as well. So that's it. Let me close quickly and tell you a little bit about my site. You can get quotes there. There's something called the Annuity Man Steakhouse because you own the steak for the sizzle. I mean for the steak, not the sizzle, not the sizzle. There's a t-shirt on my site. You can buy that too. You can get all the quotes. All of my strategies are on there. A lot of them I came up with. But I have an alter ego company called annuities.direct. There's a new domain name, .direct, like .com, it's .direct. So when I saw that come out 2 years ago, I said, oh, heck yeah. Because I think annuities should be sold direct like everything else. Right now it's like a travel agency model. That's what it is. Instead of having orbits, this is orbits, okay? So put a lot of my own money there, partnered with a techie guy, and we put together annuities.direct, launched it about 6 months ago. There's MIGA.direct. You can get your own MIGA quote. You can get SPIA.direct, DIAS.direct, QLAC.direct, and then the newest one, IncomeRider.direct. Remember, annuities are commodities. So if you don't want to deal with me, if you think I'm the most abrasive ass on the planet, great, go here. If you want the brutal truth verbally from me, deal with me. You're still going to get the same product. You're still going to get the same guarantee. What I'm doing now is saying you can buy it direct without an agent. You can go through the whole process without talking to someone like me and buy the same exact thing. We've done webinars on it. If you go to annuities.direct, we've done webinars on this product that I just talked about. So those are available for replay. So that's me. That's the Annuity Stanifesto. I do have 2 copies of books that the first one to come up here, instead of mailing them, I'll give them to you. I'll be available if needed. And I'll send you all my card and books as well. But thank you so much for listening to me about annuities. Appreciate it. Thank you.